Greetings, and thank you for your interest in pursuing ministerial credentials with the United Pentecostal Church International. My name is Scott Graham, and I serve as the General Secretary for the UPCI. As such, my office and team is responsible for processing all applications for credentials. This video is to help you understand some of the rules and requirements for receiving a license with the UPCI and how those relate to or are affected by your college education. First, let's understand this. There are three levels of credentials in the United Pentecostal Church International: local license, general license, and ordination. Now, most start with local and proceed through the additional levels over time, but some of you will have the option to attempt to bypass local license and begin directly with general. We'll discuss that a little later in this video. All applicants for UPCI credentials must complete reading and training requirements as established by the General Board. There are 10 books required to be read at each of the three levels of credentialing. Not only must each book be read, but there must also be 2 hours of live or video instruction on the topic of the book, and a test must be completed over the material in each video and book combination. Now, it is important to understand that this training can be completed via different training vehicles which have been approved by the General Board. Ministry Central is an online training portal that the UPCI operates, and it has courses covering each of the reading requirements. The majority of our applicants use these resources to complete their requirements. However, you can also meet the reading requirements through courses taken at one of our endorsed colleges or through other approved training programs such as Purpose Institute. Each college and approved training program has provided us with a matrix denoting which of its courses corresponds to each of our Ministry Central courses, both in content and by utilizing the specific book in the coursework. These matrices are available to all currently credentialed ministers on the UPCI Ministers website, www.upciministers.com. When you apply for license, you must provide transcripts from whatever training option you have utilized showing that you have completed the required courses. You may even do this through a mixture of transcripts. In other words, you may have completed 6 of the needed courses during your time enrolled in college, and then completed 2 courses via Purpose Institute and the remaining 2 on Ministry Central. But the fact remains that each applicant must have completed the required reading somewhere, and you must submit transcripts from those various places to document the completion of these requirements. Now, there is one exception to what I just said. Anyone who graduates from one of our endorsed colleges with a degree in a ministry preparatory course of study is allowed to apply to bypass local license and proceed directly to general license. In that case, the only required reading you'll have to document is that associated with general licensure. Your degree is presumed to have satisfied the appropriate training for local license in that case. Now, please understand 3 key facts related to this privilege. First, it is a privilege and not a right. Graduating, as noted above, only allows you to apply for general license. It does not mean that the district board must automatically grant you one. They may still decide that you'd be better served by a local license first. Second, you must have graduated from an endorsed college and not merely attended one to exercise this privilege. Third, the degree you receive must have been in a ministry preparatory course of study. Now, each college might call it something different. It might be theology or pastoral studies or general ministry, etc. But it must be a degree in such a course of study, a degree in music or Christian education or human services or organizational leadership or communication, etc. All these are very valuable, but they will not suffice to allow you to apply to bypass local license. However, many of the courses you took in your time in college getting such a degree may very well meet some or all of the reading requirements for a local license. But only a degree in a ministry preparatory course of study affords you the possibility of bypassing local license. So again, I want to be clear. Every applicant must complete the required reading for licensure. Each college offers courses that can meet these requirements. If you have the right courses on your college transcript, this will suffice. If not, you can supplement your transcript by taking any missing courses elsewhere, Ministry Central being one of those options. If you have graduated with a ministry preparatory degree and choose to apply to skip local license and advance directly to general license, and if your district board agrees and confers that on you, then in that case, we will not be looking for documentation that you did the reading for local license. Your degree suffices for that. Instead, you will be asked to provide a transcript showing you've met the reading requirements for the general license for which you are applying. As of June 1st, 2024, all applicants at each level of licensure are required to watch 2 free videos on Ministry Central. One is an introductory video by Brother Bernard, and the other is a training video from Safe Church regarding protecting minors and people in our churches from sexual abuse and properly handling such matters if they arise. No matter the courses you've taken in college or elsewhere, you must still go to ministrycentral.com to watch these 2 videos. They are free, and then you must provide with your application the documentation that you have done so. Also, when you apply for credentials, you will be instructed to request that your alma mater send directly to your district leadership a confidential Bible college report regarding your time there as a student. That report will include any financial balance due that you have not satisfied with your college. Please understand this. By policy, no individual can even be considered for UPCI credentials if he or she has left an outstanding financial balance with one of our endorsed colleges. That matter must be resolved to the college's satisfaction before your application to your district can even be considered. Lastly, you need to be aware of this stipulation found in Article 7, Section 4, Paragraph 3 of the UPCI Constitution. It reads as follows. Students from UPCI endorsed colleges shall not be granted a license from the district in which the college is located unless they are either from that district or actively engaged in ministry in that district prior to and at the time of licensing. So in general, you will be expected to apply for license from your home district where you came from, unless upon graduation, you are actively engaged in a ministerial position in the district where your college is located. In that case, you can and are expected to apply there. I hope this video has answered some questions for you. I want you to feel free to contact our offices by calling 636-229-7900 and asking for budget and credentials, or by emailing credentials@upci.org if you have any further questions. We look forward to assisting you as you pursue your ministerial future, and we look forward to welcoming you to the ministerial fellowship of the United Pentecostal Church International. May God bless your every effort for Him.